Edward and this is Alex. So this video is going to be about amusement parks. So my first time at an amusement park was when I was probably about 16 years old. I was in 4-H and I took care of rabbits at this point in time. Later on I did horses, and I was really bad at riding horses, by the way. So that was not fun. I did love riding horses, I just didn't like doing it for show. But I'd never been on a roller coaster in my life, and I never learned how to swim. So the place that I had went to had a water park and had roller coasters. There wasn't really much anything else. And so I knew that I was going to have to do something that I wasn't ready to do because I'd never done it before. So my cousin, we'll call him S. So S and me went to a roller coaster. He had wanted to introduce me to roller coasters with him, so I was a little more comfortable. Now the roller coaster he took me on wasn't like the easiest roller coaster, but it wasn't the worst roller coaster. He took me on one and where the seating itself spins, so the people who are sitting in the back and the people who are sitting in the front will change places occasionally. So it'll like spin, and those who are in the back here will spin and then be in the front, and those who are in the front will spin and be in the back. Well, being on the roller coaster, so you're like going up and down, well, like spinning around. Not as bad as that though, but pretty bad. I was scared, but it was so much fun that I wanted to go on it again and again and again. And I only got to go on 2 more times. Then I think I went on another roller coaster, and then we went to the water park. When we had gone to the water park, we went to the lazy river. And he likes to pick on me because we grew up more like siblings than we did cousins because we lived so close to each other. He lived just down the road along with his brothers, and me and my sisters lived just down the road. I don't have any brothers except for my brother-in-law, so I don't know what it's like to have an actual brother, but I assume it's like what it's like with him. So while we were at the lazy river, he would like splash water at me, and there's like a little waterfall. He'd push me under, and there was a really cute guy. Now, mind you, I was 16, 17 years old, but I also looked like I was probably 12, because right now I'm 19, almost 20, and I look like I'm probably like 16 years old. And I can promise you I'm not. I really am 19, almost 20. I wouldn't have graduated otherwise. I mean, the youngest I could possibly be is 18, so. Well, I was on a lazy river with my cousin. I saw this really cute guy, and I wanted to flirt with him, but couldn't because I did not have the confidence. So my cousin, I told him, yeah, that guy was kind of cute, because why not? Dumb idea on my part, because then once we went around one more time, I think we went around like 4 times because we were that bored and tired and just relaxed. And he yells at the guy, he goes, "My cousin thinks you're hot!" And I'm like, I'm going to kill him. Today is the day I commit murder. And the guy just looked at me like, is she like 12? I dumped him under the waterfall after that, but he's like twice my size, so it didn't work out for me because he just like swam and pushed me back while he swam forward. So I ended up under the waterfall, and he just held me there, laughing. It was funny, but at the time it felt like I was drowning. But I was really okay. I was just freaked out about it. But after going on the lazy river, we went on a couple of water slides, and at the time, I was really claustrophobic. I really am not anymore, and kind of got over that, but I freaked out when we went on one of the slides, and so from then on, we went on different things, and then we went to the wave pool. I can't swim. I nearly drowned. My cousin had to grab me and pull me to a smaller place, and where the waves just hit me in my neck, which meant I was like with the little kids, which was embarrassing, and I was very embarrassed. Yes, there were lifeguards, but they didn't see me. And so my cousin did, because that man is huge. He's like all muscle, and he was just walking through the waves, full on taking it on his body, and continue walking. Like, he was a freaking rock. It was a good time. I did have a lot of fun with my cousin, and we had a lot of fun. So, S and me, I don't know if I accidentally say his name at some point, but if I did, I'm just going to continue to call him S. But S and me, we grew up more like siblings, like I said, and so we had a lot of fun just teasing each other and like just tripping each other up and messing with each other the entire time. So it was a lot more enjoyable for me at the time and him because we were so close. Now, fast forward to my senior year when we were graduating my show choir that I was in. We were going to a park to do a number. We were doing a couple of numbers. One of them was like Radioactive, ABC, that was a mashup with something else. And we were doing music through the ages, like top hits through the ages. And so, yeah, I'm wearing shorts, don't judge me. But we were doing top hits through the ages, and we performed there. It wasn't really big. It was a very small stage. We were all clumped together, and there were people who were practicing for something that they would be doing later on, and their music was really loud, so it was hard to hear us, and there wasn't really a crowd watching us, so it wasn't that big. But the water park there, I wanted to go to, but never got to go. But I went on a roller coaster called like the Millennium Force, and it went 93 miles per hour. It was really fun and really cool. And I went on it with a couple of friends, but after we had got off, one of them was like, I'm not going on it again, I have a headache. The other one was like, I'm not going on it again because I feel sick. And I wanted to go on it, but I never did get to go on it again. But when I go back to the park, I really want to ride it like several times over and over again because it was 93 miles per hour. It was super fun. I really liked it. And I went on a whole bunch of other roller coasters, and they were really fun to me. There were some that like went upside down. There was one called the Gatekeeper that was really fun. I went on the Gatekeeper like 5 times, I swear, because we were like, there was a group of us, and some of us would sit and watch the backs, and then the others would go on the roller coaster, and then we'd switch places, and we did that a couple of times before we finally were bored of it. Eventually, the group went to go on the Ferris wheel, but I don't like going on the lovey-dovey stuff, so I refused to go. And in my mind, roller coasters were perfectly okay, but the Ferris wheel was something that kind of represented relationships to me, and there was a couple of couples that were in our group, and they really wanted to go on it for a couple reasons. And it was one romantic because the sun was just starting to set, and there was a lake over off to the side, so it was really, really cute for them, but for me it was awkward because I wasn't in a relationship, and I was very sour towards relationships. I wasn't like, you guys shouldn't be in a relationship, because I was happy for my friends. I was just kind of sour because in a way I was jealous because I wanted to be in a relationship and never really got to, so I refused to go on the Ferris wheel and ended up walking outside to where my teacher was. And my teacher, my show choir teacher, she is the most amazing person you could ever possibly meet. Like, she is so cool. She's so laid back, so awesome. She did the most craziest numbers. We got like a ton of workout doing that. I literally lost pounds due to her dancing that she does. The thing is, she has been confined to a wheelchair all her life because of something to do with her spine, and her legs she can't move them, and they're smaller than what they should be. But she's been in a wheelchair all her life, and she still loves to teach dance, and she used to be in show choir, though she was in a wheelchair, and to me that is amazing. But enough about my teacher, but we had gone outside, and she was sitting there waiting for everybody because we were going to be leaving in about a half hour or so, and so I thought I'd just sit out there and chat with whoever is there. One of my friends that I had split away from for a little while because she wanted to go do something else with her significant other, and I wanted to do more roller coasters, so we'd split off, and then we'd spent most of the day together, so we split up by like a little bit, and then we met up outside, and we started talking, and, well, she had this turtle that I had gotten her because she had given me $5 to get my age guessed. Now, I'm a lot younger than what I look. I am 19 years old, and I look to be probably about 16. And so I knew that they would get it wrong because 16, 17, 18, 19, that's 4 years. And they had to be 3 years close to my age in order to win. So I had to be 4 or more years off the age in order for me to win. And everybody knew that I would win it because I look so much younger than what I am. So Bree gave me $5. I went up, and the lady was like, so So what do you want to do? Your weight, which they had to guess so many pounds within your weight, and then your month they could be about 2 months away, and then my age, which can be about 3 years away. I knew that I would not do well with weight because I do look about my weight, and with the month, I don't know if she would guess it right. That was like a 50-50 for me, so I was just like, I'm going to go with age. And she's like, are you sure, honey? Like, she thought she'd win. I mean, she could have won. She could have. I don't know. But I was very confident, and I'm not very confident. But what I am confident is that I look younger than what I am, because nobody has ever really guessed my age right. And so I walked up, got my age guessed, and she wrote it on a piece of paper, so there was no cheating involved. And after she had wrote on the paper what the age was, she's like, okay, so what's your age? And she turned it around, and I said, I am almost 20. And she's like, I guessed you were like 15. And I was like, ha, I guess I win. So I got Bree the turtle because she gave me the $5. And so she named it Tucker. I think off Wonder Pets, I think it's what it's from. But she's showing it off to everybody, and it was kind of funny because she's one of my really close friends. Sorry, keep slipping. And so we were just leaving, and we were getting on the bus, and the band was still coming, I think. And while we were getting ready to leave, I could see people reading the name of our school off the bus, and it was really funny to me because we're a very small town, and our school is named after the lake we live near. Now, I'm not going to say the lake's name because that'll give away my location because I still live in the area, and I'd just rather not. I know that I don't have any subscribers right now at all, but if I ever do get big, I don't want to leave this up on here and then somebody find it and find out where I live. And yeah, I'm not dealing with that. So, well, we were leaving. People were trying to pronounce the name. I thought it was funny because you could just see the utter confusion on their face as they were trying to figure out what our school was called. And for me, I lived in this town almost my entire life, and so it was so easy for me to read, and it's so easy for me to know. So it's really funny because think of, if you ever have a special name, a name that not many people can pronounce, then when you read it, you're like, it's this easy to do, and they're just like, no, it's not. You know how it feels then. That's how our school feels. And my favorite thing ever that happened to our school was, we got interviewed on some kind of newsreel, and the teacher was like, let's watch what it has to say. And so we were watching it live, and they called us the Eagles. We're not the Eagles, we're the Lakers. So we're called the Lakers, and I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Lakers out there in America, and if there's not, oops. So we're called the Lakers. Our mascot is literally a fish at one point. It was literally a fish. It's not a fish anymore, but I'm not telling you what it is because that might give that away. But we're called the Lakers. They called us the Eagles. And so it's still a joke to this day is that the principal will go, you know, what pride do we have? And we're supposed to be like Laker pride. And one kid in the crowd went, Eagles! And the principal laughed it off, but you could tell by his face, he's like, these kids are going to give me a heart attack. It's pretty funny. But I wasted about 14 minutes of your life, so I'll let you go now. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, do what you want, give me some creative criticism, and have a nice day. I'll eventually come up with an outro.